The opinions expressed on this program are solely those of its hosts, guests, or callers, and do not necessarily represent the opinions of WTBR-FM, its management, other producers, or sponsors.
Well, it's Wednesday at 3:30, hear that radio call. Chuck and Billy on the mic, they're the funniest of them all. From bizarre news to wild dreams, they'll make you laugh till you cry. Get ready for some chuckles, just don't ask them why. It's not your cup of tea where the funny never stops. Tune into WTBR and Velez Bar's your spot for an hour of laughter on this crazy old spree. With Chuck and Billy kicking off the party. Come and join the glee. They're talking about the weird stuff, from critters to old pies. With every story they spin, you'll be laughing till you're high. So grab your favorite snack now, sit back, enjoy the ride. With Chuck and Billy hosting, there's no reason to hide. It's not your cup of tea where the funny never stops. Tune into WTBR and Velez Bar's your spot for an hour of laughter on this crazy old spree. With Chuck and Billy kicking off the party. Come and join the glee.
I should go back and listen.
Right.
I should. Yeah.
That's good stuff, man.
No.
Good old fun stuff. Can you hear me? No? It's not working?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, hey, you don't
Look at
sound
that.
like a robot this time.
No.
It's good stuff.
I know.
All right, I don't want to restart that. I'll just let it go.
Just let it. Just let it go.
Let it go.
Just
Let it
breathe.
go.
I always say, it's better out than in, I always say.
Yeah. That's what we were talking about last
important.
week.
Yeah, I know.
I farted.
I know. Hey, listen, that was quite a show. Hours worth of nothing but fart jokes,
Nothing
I guess.
but tootin'.
Rootin'.
Rootin' tootin' show.
Rootin' show. That's right.
That should be our next one. The rootin' tootin' cowboy something splash. I don't know.
just insert a bunch of words.
Yeah, just throw them together.
Yeah,
it'll come up with something.
They don't have to make sense, but they'll make sense to us, and probably the people that listen.
I think it's funny when people are like, "What's the name of your show? Not Your Cup of Tea, Nycot," and they're like, "I don't get it."
Yeah.
And why? Oh, yeah. That's it.
Well, it certainly isn't everyone's cup of tea.
Yeah, exactly. And you get no sugar.
Yeah.
Well, I can't say what I used to say, but
Yeah. No,
don't you do that, young fella.
Yeah.
You'll get booted right out of here. Spankings and everything. Get that WTBR paddle right across the touche.
Anyway. That actually kind of reminds me of a what's the name of that show?
Which one? The movie?
Big Bang Theory.
Oh, I love that show.
The one when Sheldon was trying to what is it? He was given a spanking, and she
Amy.
And she was like, and she was like, oh. Yeah. And he's like, well, you're not supposed to enjoy it. He's like, she's like, well, maybe you should
spank me harder.
Do it harder. It was all in good fun, but that's what that just reminded me of.
That's funny.
The Big Bang Theory.
Big Bang.
I mean, if it's family-oriented TV.
Yeah, I know. Why not, right?
Yeah.
Well, you couldn't get away with it now because people would cry about it.
Probably.
They'd be like, oh my God, it's so...
That's borderline.
That's borderline. That's it. We're going to have to change the logo of the Indians.
Yeah.
Because of the spanking. What?
Yeah. So some of the things are taken a bit too far, I think.
A little bit. I mean...
There are bigger things to
Yeah, they're bigger
to be worrying about.
Yeah, bigger things to fry than worrying about the Redskins and the Indians.
Yeah, I mean that's a dead one. There's nothing we can do about that anymore. But I mean, it's the same all across the board right now, anyway. So
yeah,
people are so worried about this, and this when it has absolutely nothing to do with their own life.
like they're gonna change the Red Sox name to the Clean Sox or something. Like what? Leave it alone.
Yeah, they're gonna change the Red Sox to like the Blue Sox.
Yeah.
I like blue better.
Well, the White Sox are at least clean.
They're white.
Now they're gonna be the Black Sox. Like
They're gonna be the
back in
bleach
day.
socks.
Yeah, the bleach socks. The game.
Well,
They smell terrific.
Yeah.
Love the smell of your hat with the socks on it.
What kind of detergent do you use?
Oxy.
Catcher and batter just talking.
Yeah.
OxyClean.
I like the smell of your stirps.
How do you
Those are nice.
How do you get the stains out? The grass stains. Could you imagine the baseball players up there just talking about, hey, how do you get the grass stains out of your
My mom washes it by hand.
I go to Dollar General and I go buy that stuff that's in the thing. It's like $3. And I squirt it on there and it works just fine.
I use the pink putty.
It's like extreme something.
Yeah.
The pink putty.
Yeah. Perfect. My mom grabs a sponge and done.
Rub it right out.
Yep. See, I told you I'd get it out.
That makes me think of a question. I would actually I want to know who does their laundry.
Me.
Yeah. Who does their laundry? So all their when they play a game and they are completely dirty, they got grass stains, they got dirt and whatever. Who does their laundry? They don't. I guarantee
Yeah,
it.
no, they're like, Mom, can you wash this, please?
They bring it to their wives.
Oh, you mean like the Major League Baseball
Yeah,
players?
who-
Yeah, the
who does
guys
their
grab
laundry?
their laundry and they wash it for them, and they clean it all up. Or sometimes they just give them new uniforms.
I was going to say, they probably just give them new ones.
Because I've never seen any
They look
Red Sox, Yankees player with like a little bit of
Of-
grass stain on it. It's
or a
all brand
fade.
new. Yeah,
Yeah.
nothing.
Like the logo's not faded at all. They must use Tide.
They use cheer.
Yeah, cheer. To keep the colors all bright.
Keep the
and-
colors bright. Use cheer.
What was it? A borax?
Borax. With the,
Well,
old, with the old washing machines, like,
Yeah.
with the strainer,
Or
in
just
it.
the washboard and they're just...
Yeah, I remember that. What was the name of that show? That movie or show? What was it? Washboard Band or something like that?
I have no
It
idea.
was like puppets, and it was weird.
Do you remember the old washing machines where they had to like crank it and it would turn?
Yep.
Like, that's real old.
Yeah, the ones you had to put in things, just kind of
Yeah, you had to-
drain all the water out of it, and then put it back through, and then do it again.
You had to like you had to crank it. It would just turn.
Yep.
It would agitate.
Yep.
Or, I mean, really way back, they put it in barrels and just you stir it.
You're churning some butter there, huh, sweetie?
No, washing
Nope,
laundry
washing
this time.
laundry.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's not the same barrel you use for the butter, right? No,
It's not the same stick either, is it? All right, man. This butter tastes like gain. Huh?
this butter tastes a little soapy.
It tastes like OxyClean.
And of course, they had to make their soap,
Yep.
with animal fats and all
Well,
that.
it's funny because there's an Amish girl I watch on. Well, she's not Amish anymore, but I watch her on TikTok.
Ex Amish.
Yeah, she is actually. She makes all these things on. She's just so awesome. When she says butter, I just love the way she says. She's like border.
Butter.
She's like, you mix the border. She's
Oh,
so
I think I
awesome.
know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
I think I have seen. I think I've seen that.
Yeah, I sent it one to you where she would just kept saying
Border?
butter. Border.
That's funny.
You mix the border. I was like, and I started laughing. I don't know why. I don't know if I was overtired, but it was hilarious.
There's a really good store that's up in New York on the Four Corners. I think it's Route. I can't remember.
Root something.
It's in Canaan. It's like on your way to Canaan or whatever. But there's a store. It's a Mennonite store.
Oh.
And they make all their butters and breads and everything. And there's candy.
Like she shows you, she makes everything.
Yeah, and I've had their butter, and the butter is like in this big. It's round basically. It's like a big ball of butter. It's not like perfectly round.
Yeah.
because they just pack it together. I've made butter before.
Yeah, me too. Not that great. It wasn't that good. I was like, that's salty.
I made I made it more recently too. It's it's easy.
Yeah.
It's so easy. You just need a mason jar and
shake it.
some heavy cream.
Yeah.
Heavy whipping cream.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you
Shake
just
it.
back and forth, shake it for a long time.
Yep. And then you're like, my wrists are at carpal tunnel.
Yeah. And you can add, you don't have to add the salt, or you can add just about anything to it.
Yeah.
Chives, salt, garlic,
Human hair.
whatever you want, sugar. You can make it sweet. Then you take the butter. Then it makes milk. So
Yeah.
it makes a little bit of milk, and you take that, you'd strain it out, and you put that aside, and you can actually make buttermilk biscuits with it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love buttermilk biscuits.
Yeah, instead of using the milk they ask you to put in for the biscuits, you just use that,
I love buttermilk biscuits.
and don't use any salt because it can be salty.
Buttermilk biscuits are perfect with biscuits and gravy.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Nummy time.
Yeah. This is pretty interesting too. I mean, people have made a cinnamon sugar butter.
Yep.
Onion and chive. Not sour cream. You don't want to do that.
Sour cream butter.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. But one large mason jar,
Yeah.
I mean, not extremely large, but one large mason jar will make about a pound of butter.
Yeah.
So, and it's, a few bucks for whipping cream?
It's like a couple dollars for mason jars. They're cheap.
Yeah, you can get a whole pack of them.
Yeah, at Dollar General.
Yeah, look at that.
8-pack.
Yeah. I suggest
that's for sure.
Yeah, I do suggest getting the ones with the handles. It's a lot easier.
Yeah.
But if you don't, just it's one of those things you can actually sit on your couch, watch a show, and just shake that thing back. But you don't have to do it vigorously. Just shake that thing back and forth while you're watching your show, and before you know it, it starts to get more solid. And then once it gets to this consistency of butter, that's when you're done.
Yeah. I've seen him doing that, and I was like, I gotta try that. My wife looks at me and goes, "You sure you want to do that?" I'm like, "Why?" She goes, "You have a bad shoulder." I was like, "Yeah, I'm not doing that."
You don't even have to use your shoulder.
No, I just
set your elbow right down, back and forth.
let's get some kind of mechanism to tie it on your wrist.
Yep.
It's back and forth.
The first time I ever tried it, I was like, how am I supposed to? Am I supposed to do this fast? Am I supposed to do this slow? Like, what am I? So I'm shaking this thing like mad, like for 15 minutes. I'm sweating, my arm's starting to hurt, my wrist's starting to hurt. I'm like, what the heck is going on here? How come it wasn't doing anything? It wasn't getting solid at all. I was like, this is really difficult. So I gave it a break, and I'm like, I've been at this thing for like 45 minutes. It should already be solid.
It should already be butter by now.
I know. The trick is to do it slower.
Oh,
The trick is to do it a little slower. You don't have to go vigorous. Just because when you think about it and you're churning, you're being a little bit vigorous with the churn.
Yeah.
Right. But you don't have to do that with the mason jar.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I want to try it. I mean, I wanted to do it, but I was just like, I don't know. Like, I wouldn't even know you had to do it slow. I'd probably be like,
yeah,
going
exactly.
crazy.
That's what I thought too. Wrap it up in wax paper.
Yeah.
After you're done, rinse it. Once you strain it, rinse it, and wrap it up in wax paper. Label it. Throw it in the freezer.
oh, nice. And then just like,
Yeah. If you don't throw it in the freezer, you have to use it up within a week because it just will go bad.
yeah, because it'll just be like, ugh, mushy.
Well, it'll go bad. It'll smell.
This smells great. What is that?
But if you put it in the freezer and then use it, when you're going to use it,
oh,
it's
melting
fine.
like a snow cone in Phoenix.
yeah, melting like a snow cone in Phoenix. Help is on the way.
It's my butter regimen.
Yeah, just rub a little bit on your face like this.
Ooh, that's good. Oh,
Helps
man.
with acne. No, don't.
Yeah, don't do that.
I'm just kidding.
Could you see people
It's
like,
not
it
true.
does help with acne. My face is completely missing.
It's melted off.
Your one eye's hanging down by your cheek.
Don't go outside.
You look like the Toxic Avenger.
It works great.
It's amazing. You should try it at home.
Yeah, just don't. That's funny.
Oh, that'd be so awesome. Billy said to do it on WTBR. No, he didn't.
No, I said don't do it. Don't do it.
Oh, okay.
But I did just give you a lesson on how to make butter at home.
Yeah, people are probably like, so how do you do it again? Say it again. Write it down.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, don't fill it all the way. No,
People are
that's
probably,
serious. Don't fill it all the way. Got to fill it halfway.
Yeah, just half. Yep.
You get a large mason jar, fill it halfway.
Yeah.
With the whipping cream.
All right.
Or the, whatever. Yeah, whipping cream.
Not whipped cream, people.
Whipping
cream. Because you.
There has to be like a percentage of fat. It's like it has to have like 23% fat or something like that. It's funny, but yeah, it's the whipping cream. Whatever your favorite one is, fill that mason jar halfway full. Close the lid and just shake for about 30 minutes back and forth.
When you're done with it, do you just go, "You're fat. You're so fat in that wax paper."
Yeah, it's funny because when it does start to get solid, it just goes pump, 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 pump on the bottom and the top, pump, pump,
Pump, pump, pump,
yeah,
pump,
just
pump, pump,
yeah,
It sounds like you can make music. Dun, 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 dun.
yeah.
Jaws, baby.
Then you get a screen strainer.
Screen. Nothing. Not one. Not a macaroni strainer because it will just go.
No, yeah, no, you don't want to do that. Just get a screen strainer, put it over a bowl, empty it, let the and then rinse.
And then because if you do it with a spaghetti strainer, it'll be spaghetti butter.
Yeah,
I'm gonna deep fry these.
you might not get all the buttermilk. That's the thing. You just
True.
might not get all the buttermilk, and there's not a lot. There's a little bit. So just enough to probably make biscuits.
We've learned something on Chuck and Billy's Not Your Cup of Tea.
How about that? Yep.
Well, anyways, you know what we didn't even do? We didn't even say, this is Chuck and Billy's Not Your Cup of Tea on WTBR 89.7 Pittsfield and WSBR 88.1 Lee. I vibrated. That was weird. Did you hear it?
Kind of. Could have been me.
It was violent. I don't know. It was weird. Oh, man. Why is it cold?
Because that's the way the cookie crumbles.
Yeah.
That is the way the cookie... Well, there's a nor'easter, believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's tonight into tomorrow.
Awesome.
Yeah, but it's rain. It's rain, don't worry. Nor'easters don't have to be snow, but it is cold.
You know, somebody was in their car like,
Yeah. What? yeah. I need to pull over for a second.
what do you mean a northeaster?
Yeah, what do you mean a nor'easter?
That's crazy.
Yeah, but it is going to be cold. And what the
Easter's
heck?
over. No,
Yeah. What the heck?
I don't want snow. It's
You
not
get
snow, it's
a
rain.
little taste of the warm weather and some sunshine.
It just went, ta-da. Oh, it's taking it away.
Yeah.
Mother Nature
Here
was
you
like,
go. No,
"Here."
just kidding.
Nope. You're not getting
My
any
yard
of
still
this.
hasn't even dried out yet. Like, come on. I got still that little patch in the back that hasn't been mowed.
Oh, good Lord.
Because it's too wet.
Yeah.
It's too wet back there. So, yeah, I got this little patch. I'm still planning safaris. So if anyone wants to go on a safari,
With Dora.
yeah, it's the map.
We're going down an exploration. Let's take the map.
Yeah.
Where are we going, map?
Backpack.
Backpack's always hammered. I can't do this
The poor-
anymore.
yeah.
Quit.
This is just out.
You do yourself, Dora. You gotta figure it out.
You do yourself. Where's the map?
Map's all with him. We're out of here, Dora.
Map's all crumpled up in the bottom.
Captain Morgan, see you later.
Swiper, no swiping. What do you mean, no swiping?
I'm swiping gray. What? Wait, what are you doing? You're not. Don't take map. Don't take. I like the map.
Poor Map's all crumpled up
Take him, he's
in the
a
bottom of the
jerk, I
backpack
don't
in the
like him.
corner.
Yeah, they're all cuddling.
Like,
He's gonna
get
take
me
us
out of this
both.
place. There's too many bugs where we go.
Dora's just standing there like,
You guys are crazy.
Oh man, that would be funny.
yeah.
To have like
A lot of kids are probably like, he's just talking about Dora. Mom, is Dora in the map drinking? No, it wasn't Dora in the map. It was
No.
backpack in the map.
yeah, and Swiper.
And Swiper, he's always hammered.
Yeah, but he's pretty quick with the he's pretty good. You'd never know
Quick at mixing drinks, I can tell you.
Yeah, you'd never. You'd never know it.
Just ask the map and backpack; they'll tell you.
What do you think they're doing on the, when they're off camera?
When you're on the exploit, you got. Oh, we got to go back.
We gotta go back in front of the camera.
I don't want to be on her back. She's so sweaty.
Does the kid ever take a bath?
I can smell her over here. These guys are probably like, all right.
Yeah. Well,
This isn't an award show.
No. But we just talk about whatever flows.
Yeah, whatever comes out.
I guess.
Whatever comes out of our mouth, it comes out. Well, some things.
Within reason, of course.
Within respect.
Respect. And
I respect Dora. What was her cousin's name?
I don't know.
Diego.
Oh, that's right. Diego.
He left the show. He was done. He's in rehab.
He's like, Dora, cuz. This is not what I signed up for.
Yeah, I can't do this.
When
I
you
can't
said we were
swing on vines
when
anymore.
you said we were going to go on ventures, I thought we were going to be like, doing cool things.
Yeah, I don't want to swing on vines anymore. I got thigh rash.
Yeah.
I'm done with this.
My back hurts.
Yeah.
I'm tired of taking Bayer back and body.
Always rubbing Neosporin on my thighs. Because it burns.
We don't even get to keep the animals we meet. Like, that's not fun.
You all yelled at me for already taking 3 of them.
I had to put them all back.
Putting their heads in my cellar.
I had to put them all back.
You're not supposed to do that, Diego. Yeah.
Listen,
Look, I found them.
I like pets, okay?
I love pets.
Pets make everything better.
Yeah, they do. Except Momo. He's a pain in the butt.
Aw, Momo.
I love him. He's awesome. I'm just kidding.
It was his big, huge eyes. He's a tiny little thing with his big, huge eyes. He's fun. I gotta see him again.
He's hilarious. He's just so weird.
He gets all emotional. He gets some emotional damage whenever I leave.
Yeah, he's like, where'd he go?
He's so
Calm
cute.
down,
He's
man.
so tiny.
And he just sits at the
It's a
door.
little- Yeah, staring at. He's got this tiny little head. What is he? A teacup?
He was supposed to be, but I don't know if he is. I'm not sure about that.
He's so small.
He's little, yeah.
His tiny little head, and I'm
When we
like, I'm
first got
holding
him,
it. I'm like,
he was like this big.
yeah, that's little.
Yeah, and then you just grew.
What's that, like 4 inches? 5
But
inches?
he was a sweet dog then. Now he's just evil. He just wants to kill people. Calm down.
Little dog syndrome.
Yeah, I'm tough.
It's like little man syndrome.
It's funny because he's like, I'm tough. And I'm like, you ain't tough. And he barked at me like, shut up. And he runs away.
I used to work for a construction company, and the foreman was a new foreman.
Yeah.
And he was very short man, shorter than me, like maybe 5'2",
Oh, jeez.
5'3",
That's crazy.
and he would do nothing but yell at everybody.
Really?
Just, it didn't matter. And it was like I just started this place, and I was learning how to do the work. They got to teach you how to do it. And certain things, you're building certain things, they got to teach you, the right way to do it. And I'm sitting there, and like I just thought maybe I wasn't going fast enough or whatever, but this guy was just screaming at all the new guys, and they're all. One guy quit.
No, that's crazy.
One guy was like, I'm never coming back. And then after that guy left, he was always up in my face, right?
Yeah.
So finally,
You mean looking up at your face?
yeah, like I was bent down doing work, and he's like his face is right in my face, and I'm like, what is this guy's problem? Like, seriously, I started getting anxiety at lunchtime. I thought he was going to come up and start yelling at me about how wrong I was eating my sandwich.
You're supposed to eat it crust first. No.
Yeah, and you're supposed to cut it the other way. But, finally one day I just snapped.
Yeah.
and I turned around and I was like, I yelled right back at him. I was, you don't get to talk to me like that. Like, have a little bit of respect.
Yeah, a little bit. Just a little.
And then he's like, oh, go to the supervisor's office. I said, with pleasure.
Absolutely.
I tore in there and I was like, you put me somewhere else or I quit.
Yep.
And I had been there at that point. I'd been there for a couple months. I didn't miss a day. I was, early, did my work, whatever. Never had a problem. Never called in. Never was late. it worked well. So the supervisor was like, all right. And he did. He moved me.
That's good.
He did. He moved me in. But probably about 2 weeks later, that guy ended up getting fired anyway. Because he just continued to do it.
He was too short. He was short fused.
He was just very angry little man. Just a very angry little man.
He was short fused.
And it's like, all right, I get that those guys are under a lot of pressure.
Yeah, I get it.
Because there is, there's a time that you got to finish this project, so you have to worry about making sure it's done on time.
Yeah.
But if you're making your guys nervous and making guys quit, you're not going to get it done on time.
No, because you're going to make them quit. And you're not going to have.
You're not going to have enough people to
yeah.
do it.
Yeah.
So
it's like most of these days, nobody wants to work. They just want to I can't work today because I think I got a paper cut.
those do suck. But
yeah, they do. But I was like, really? It's been bothering me for weeks, dude. It should be healed by now. It takes like 2 days.
I went back to work after having a nice little electrocution.
Yeah, I remember.
And I went right back to work, but the next day I was like, yeah, I'm not coming in.
Dude, I sliced half of my thumb off and I duct taped it with, and then I put plastic bags around it and I just kept working. Blood's running down my arm.
Yeah.
And they're like, Chuck, you can't do that. I'm like, what? And I'm like, what do you mean? It's just dripping. I'm like, oh, hey, all right, well, I'll just clean that up and wrap it up again. It's like, it's like, jeez.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that was the way to do it. I would always duct tape everything.
Yeah, it was fun.
I'd get a cut on my hand, I duct tape it.
Yep.
Cut on the finger, duct tape it.
Yeah, not a baby.
If I didn't have duct tape, there was painter's tape around. I'd painter's tape it.
My dad used to crazy glue his cut shut.
Yeah, I've heard of people doing that.
Yeah.
I mean, they've got that
infection, bro. He's like, come on.
They've got that glue that you use, to glue things back together on your skin. It's like skin glue, and it's just basically crazy glue, isn't it?
Yeah, something like that. I think it's a little more.
Why do they call it crazy glue?
I don't know.
Does it glue like crazy?
It does.
Is it
You
crazy?
can hold your hard hat and stay in the air forever.
I wonder who came up with that.
They tested that. Didn't work.
I bet.
Dude just fell. Boom. He was like, ugh.
No way.
Yeah, it was funny.
He probably had that no hair too around like a ring where his hat was.
Yeah. Yep.
Like in Matilda. when she glued her father's hat, he put it on.
He's like, oh! That was great.
I loved the part where she put the bleach in his hair stuff.
Yeah.
And it turned his hair golden. And everybody was like, oh my goodness.
He looks great.
It's so funny. She's over there.
Some actor passed away. Who was it? Oh, it was Norm from Cheers. He passed away.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
That stinks.
Yeah.
I was shocked. I was just like scrolling through Facebook, and there it was. Norm from Cheers passed away. I was like, wait, what? Norm was the best.
Condolences to the family and friends.
Condolences to the family and friends. I couldn't even say it. It wasn't even coming out. But, it's
that was
terrible.
like I was sending thoughts and prayers out to Biden's family and Biden himself.
Yeah, Biden, yeah. That stinks.
Being diagnosed with a stage 4 prostate cancer that's moved into his bones.
Yeah, that's probably why he wasn't the way he was, He was the way he was, not just the person he wanted to be.
Yeah, he'd probably been sick for a while.
Yep. He did what he could.
Hopefully, he was actually really smart about. There was a talk show, and he was talking to John McCain's daughter.
Yeah.
And was explaining to her about something about cancer cells, and he was really smart about it. There was all these treatments that he was talking about that were being used, and I'm hoping that he's utilizing those same treatments.
I hope so. I mean, it sucks.
It's
not fun.
No matter how you feel about a person, their performance in their job or whatever, it still isn't okay to say good.
Yeah.
It isn't okay to wish somebody ill.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially with something like that.
They still have a family.
Yeah. There's still people.
Grow up.
Yeah, they still people. They still have a family. They have children. They have people who love them, and it's just not. It's just not nice.
Even if something was wrong with Trump, I'd feel bad. He has a family.
It's true.
Yeah, as much as I don't like the guy, I still, I don't wish anything on him like that.
No, nobody should be wishing bad stuff on people.
Yeah.
For
I
anybody,
wish-
like,
I wish the map would stop drinking.
yeah, it's too telling you the wrong directions.
Yeah. You just say forward left.
It's a 359er. 17 clicks.
Niner in there.
17 clicks to the east.
Make sure you go to the fork, you get the spoon. Grab the plate while you're there.
Yeah, you might be able to get seconds.
3, I love beans.
I like corn stalks.
This is Chuck and Billy's Not Your Cup of Tea on WTBR 89.7 and WSBR 88.1 in Lee. We will be right back after this amazing commercial break.
Training to any person or group new to using the bus system or the process. We have a certified travel trainer that will make the process easier. Our travel trainer will ride the bus with you until you are more comfortable with how everything works. They can teach you about fares, how to read the schedules, how to get on or off the bus, and pedestrian safety. If you are interested in this service, please email traveltraining@berkshirerta.com.
Support for this public service announcement comes from Berkshire Community College and Park Square Productions.
Turned off my
Alrighty
mic.
then.
I turned off my mic. That was great. I was like, we're back. Where's my mic? What's going on?
We're back. We're not back.
Oh,
Hey,
no.
we're back now.
Technical difficulties. I'm sorry, but I had to laugh at the commercial. I know they're probably going to get mad at me, but when they said to teach you how to get on and off the bus, I was like, usually you just walk off the bus.
Yeah, walk on and walk off. Well, I mean, there might be some folks who can't.
How do you get on it?
They have wheelchair ramps.
No, I get
Don't
it.
they?
No,
Yeah,
they
they
got
have
the,
wheelchair
the
ramps.
electric,
They get in there.
They got the
Yep.
electric ones. Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, I got to get one of those.
Bus still free, isn't it?
I think so.
I'm pretty sure it's still free to take the bus. I think. Don't
That's
say I can't promise anything.
amazing.
I just remembered that it was. And I might
heard
say
it
it. I
was.
think
I
if
don't
you're
know.
behind the bus, it'll tell you, like, it has the thing that goes across the back of the bus.
You can ride us for free.
Yeah, ride for free. So you take the bus for free. That's actually pretty cool. That is a cool
It
thing.
is,
I was
yeah.
glad they did that because people rely on public transportation so much for work and whatnot.
So I have to. The video you sent me on Messenger with the whole "I Know What You Did Last Summer" remake.
I know. I saw. If they had done that in the beginning, like the first one,
Yeah, exactly.
sort of. Like, obviously, the like bringing in the old actors wouldn't make any sense. But like, if they
No.
had done something similar as that for the first one, it might have been better.
Yeah, because the acting was like subpar.
I was laughing because I was like, I can't believe this can't be true, right? I thought it wasn't true.
Right, I was watching. I was like, "What's this?" I was like, "Oh, that looks pretty cool." Then at first, I thought it was like a funny commercial.
Right. I thought
And
it
then
was
I
just
wa-
like a
Yeah.
fan-made trailer. Like,
And then
you
I was
know,
like,
people do that.
"No."
Yeah.
Right when he was
That's
like,
why-
"Shing," I was like, "No."
That's why I sent it to you, because we were talking about it. And I was like, those movies were horrible.
I'm willing to give the new one a shot,
Sure.
but the old
At
one.
first, I thought it was like another Scream movie.
I thought it was actually. I
At
thought it was
first.
going to be.
Yeah.
Or
And
Michael
then I saw the
Myers.
hook, and I was like, nope.
I
but-
was like, no, stop it.
There are two of the original characters that I saw in the trailer that are going to
Yep.
be in there. I
Yep.
think it's Freddie Prinze and Sarah Michelle Gellar. Or no, Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Oh God, she's in it. Is she gonna go? Come get me!
What do
Spinning
you
us-
want from me?
Yeah, come get me. Oh no, he's scared. He's gonna get me.
It was, the
It
acting was horrible.
So bad.
It was really bad. It was the beginning of their careers, basically.
It was almost like when you watch Willy Wonka in a chocolate factory. He goes, "Oh no, don't." You know?
yeah, exactly.
Oh no, he stabbed me. I'm bleeding. Ooh. You know?
But see, he did that on purpose.
Yeah, no, yeah, I
They
know.
didn't.
Yeah, they were just like, we're great actors. Oh God, I'm dying. What do I do? Oh, call an ambulance.
Look, Sarah Michelle Gellar has a set of lungs on her. She can scream.
Yeah,
That was noted.
yeah, that's definitely noted.
So she should have been in more movies where she was screaming, like more like slasher movies.
Yeah, yeah. She was only in what, like She was only in that one. I don't remember being in another one. Was she?
She
She was in Buffy, right?
was in Buffy.
Yeah, but that wasn't really. It's more vampire-ish.
Yeah.
It's not slasher, but
Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
yeah, Buffy.
And it was a show.
Buffy.
I liked that show, though. I liked the movie, too.
Alright. I liked the original actor in it, but
The movie?
no, yeah,
Yeah.
The movie, yeah.
She's been in... So she was in just a lot of the 90s, like, high school type of thing. But,
Yeah.
like, I can't think of anything really...
Because I'm telling you that I Know What You Did Last Summer was not her best.
No.
It was terrible.
No.
It was a terrible movie. Just
What do we do? Oh no, let's put him in a. Let's roll him up and throw him in the river. Okay, we'll never know. We can't ever talk about this. Stop.
Yeah, it was really
talking.
There was no emotion. I
No,
think it was
zero.
like, so the lines were said, but there was no emotion. Like, their eyes were there was no movement. Like they're trying really hard to remember their lines.
Yeah,
you know,
like
their pupils were dilated. You know, so like there was absolutely no emotion whatsoever.
it was like, oh no, we should
yeah,
constantly
trying
up and down,
too
you're like-
hard.
and you're following with them. What
Yeah,
are you doing?
you're just
Like,
your eyes are falling, trying too hard.
it was bad. It was bad. I didn't.
What-
The second one even worse.
What was the other movie that she was in with Ryan Felipe? Because he was in that. He was in I Know What You Did Last Summer. What was the other one where they were rich and brother and sister, but they were stepbrother and sister?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Cruel Intentions.
Yes, that's it.
She was in that.
Because Reese Witherspoon was the girl that he was interested in.
Right, that he was trying
got
to
killed.
win the bet. Yeah.
Yeah, he got killed after that.
In case you haven't seen the movie, now you know.
Yeah. So sorry, spoiler alert.
They made it. I think they did another one.
Yeah, they did another one, but it wasn't that good.
I don't know if I started watching it and then turned it off because I just wasn't interested.
Yeah, the first one was good. I
Oh,
liked
yeah.
that one. That was really good.
The end was awesome.
Yeah, it was great.
It was like the best revenge.
A little bit. So he deserved it, but
She did.
well, she did. Yeah, sorry, my
Yes,
bad.
she did.
That's what I meant. She, but I said
And
he.
she did well in that movie. So it wasn't that long after, or was it after? I Know What You Did Last Summer.
I don't know.
I can't.
She did really. She was good acting in that, but that just.
Yeah, she did.
She was
did pretty good.
terrible in that movie.
Yeah, yeah.
Terrible.
What else was she in?
I can't remember.
I think she
really
just
can't.
really stayed with Buffy. Like
She should've
because it was
stayed with Buffy.
She did. It was a TV show. It was for season after season after season. So I think she just spent all her time on Buffy.
She should have just stayed with Buffy to begin with. She should have never went to I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Is there another Buffy?
Buffy.
I'm pretty sure Buffy. I'm pretty sure I heard something about it. I know there's another Quantum Leap.
Nah, we'll never watch that.
I heard it was good.
I love the one with Scott Bakula
Yeah, I do too.
because I just so many things that they did back in the day that you will never be able to do now.
Oh, I know.
You know what I mean.
Well, he would jump into all different kinds of people.
Yeah. Now they won't even. They're like, oh my god.
And it was so funny because he would have to wear, like, if he was a girl, he would have to wear dresses and makeup.
Yeah.
And it was, I would always laugh.
Nowadays
'cause it's
they'd be
funny.
like, turn it off. It's making my kid turn into it.
Yeah,
come on,
I know.
Really, dude, knock it off.
It,
Grow up.
it was funny. I
It
mean, if
was
they're
funny,
really
though.
gonna get into that, they're gonna have to really fight to take a lot of the movies and shows and things off that people loved,
Yeah, exactly.
like
Ever-
Mrs. Doubtfire,
Yeah,
Don't-
you might as well take that off if that's how you're going to be.
The Birdcage.
The Birdcage is I just watched that the other day. I
Yeah.
laughed so hard. So hard.
It's funny.
It's great. I love that movie.
And it's so funny to put them in a movie together, Nathan Lane and Robin Williams.
Exactly.
And I found out that Nathan Lane and Robin Williams became really good friends.
Yep.
Really good friends, like best friends. Robin Williams helped him through a really tough time during that shoot.
He did.
And he was just, compassionate towards his situation, and then they just became best friends after that.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of actors do that stuff.
Yeah.
And
Well,
some
Nathan
really-
Lane came out
Yeah.
during that, and Robin Williams supported him.
Did you see the movie In and Out?
Yes.
That was hilarious too.
Yes, it was.
That was funny.
Yep. What was his name?
I can't remember.
About the teacher, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where he was
Everybody. Everybody was because the actor guy came out and said that he was gay, but the teacher's like he never came out and said he was gay, you know, and so everyone saw this at the same time, including him, and everybody's jaws are dropped, and he's like, "What? I'm not gay."
What? No, I'm not.
He's engaged to be married.
Yep. It was so funny, dude. It was the best.
But hey, you know, it was actually a good movie.
Nothing will ever beat Birdcage, though.
No.
Nothing.
Or
I don't
Mrs.
think anything
Doubtfire.
will. Yeah. Yeah, maybe. Mrs. Doubtfire will always be the best. Always be the best. No. And his mask falls on the ground.
I know.
No. Then he gives him another one. She's an old woman. Be careful with her.
Oh, what would he called them Uncle what and Aunt something. The two. His brother and brother-in-law.
Yeah. I can't remember what he called
It was
them,
so
though.
funny.
Your uncle something and aunt. Yeah, I can't remember what he said.
Yeah,
It was
made
funny.
it. Yeah. And the kids didn't even care. They're like, oh.
Mrs. Doubtfire he's a she. He's a. I don't know.
He's a she.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was funny.
That was great.
Dad?
And they never told the little girl.
No.
That was so funny. We're both dying
Look at
over
this.
here. I don't know what it is.
She found out. I know. She found out the hard way though later on, when his mask kind of when at the end, right towards the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like,
Dad.
Daddy.
Yeah. She was cute. She's the one that played Matilda, isn't she?
yeah.
Yeah, I
Yep.
think so.
She was a little one. I like
Yeah.
when she ripped off his Mercedes-Benz symbol off his car.
Oh yeah.
I found this outside.
I think it's yours.
I don't know if it's an expensive little car.
I was
It's gonna be expensive, Pot.
You should. You know what they say about guys with expensive cars?
I don't wash windows.
wash the windows.
Hey, I'm gonna get your sale. Hello.
Hello. You fit in your doubtfire, my dear, and don't you wear it out. Don't you forget it.
That was a great show. Somebody said they were going to remake it. They better not ever remake
I don't think
that.
it'll ever be.
No.
It could never be the same. Ever. Ever.
It's the best movie ever.
Ever. Because Robin Williams did it, and you just can't. You can't.
I think Jack is one of the good ones too.
Yeah.
Jack was great.
It was.
It was so funny. When he got hurt, he goes,
Ow, I hurt my knee.
I was just like, this is great, because that's how I'd act just for fun. Like, I'd fall and go,
Yeah, right. The guy that brought so much joy to people
exactly.
who needed joy brought to him.
Yeah, he was great, though. It's too bad. You know, it happens.
know.
It's sad. All the good ones are gone, man. All the good ones. Well, I mean, still some good ones, but I mean, like, all the classic ones.
Oh, yeah. All the classic good ones. George Carlin.
Yep.
He was a great stand-up comic.
He was. People are like, oh, I don't like him because I don't understand him. But then when you get older, you're like, wow, he's right.
Yeah, exactly.
When I was a kid, I was like, this guy's terrible. When I got older, I was like, yeah, I'll watch it.
He was very profane,
Yeah, very
but it was awesome.
He was profane, but he knew exactly what he was talking about.
He did.
That guy would have been a great president.
He would have been great something.
Something, yeah. He would have been amazing.
He was in Jersey Girl with Ben Affleck.
Yep. That was a good movie.
That was a good
It
movie.
was a sad movie, but it was a good
Sorta.
movie. Well, I mean, the part
The
where
beginning.
he yelled at her and stuff like that.
I know.
She just hated him for a few times, and he was like, I'm so sorry.
But it's cute.
Yeah. It's so adorable.
What are your intentions with my daddy? Do you intend on marrying him?
What are your intentions with my daddy? That was so great.
She got him back for when he did it to her.
Yeah. What are your intentions with my daughter? He's like, oh, what?
I know. They're just little kids.
Yeah.
Do you plan on marrying her?
It's so awesome.
They're like 5. He's like,
And I like how she's sitting.
yeah.
Their arms crossed, all grumpy.
I'm surprised his character and they wrote it, didn't know what Sweeney Todd was.
I know. That was funny when it was like,
He
when everyone was
agreed to
like,
let her do it. Yeah.
everybody in the crowd's like, what the heck?
Yeah. Yeah. A little bit gory.
Yeah, a
A
little
bit gory
bit.
for a young child.
Yeah.
But hey,
Hey, You
They
asked them
did
to
it,
do
and they had fun doing it, I guess.
Yep, had a blast.
A blast.
A blasty
From the past.
Blaster.
If you could travel in time, where would you go? What year? What era? What would you do?
I'd probably travel to the 80s. I'd have to. Because I love the 80s.
But you lived the 80s.
I know, but I loved it. I want to go back.
You wouldn't want to try something. You wouldn't want to go.
I'd say the 50s.
You'd want to check out the 50s?
Checked out the 50s.
I think I would want to go to the 20s.
Yeah, I'm like,
Or the 30s. Yeah, the 20s or 30s. I mean, granted, there was a lot of conflict, here and there, but I think that era was just different.
You can meet Al Capone, see?
Yeah, the 20s and 30s. But I would love to just be in a jazz club in the late 20s.
That'd be great. That would be great. Actually, that would be awesome.
That would be a lot of fun, I think.
And I just want to go in the 50s so I can see all the greasers.
Yeah, that's cool too.
But, hey,
all the
man.
cars, all those classic cars.
Oh,
like,
my God, the 50s. Oh, it'd be
Yeah.
great. You could hit
there's no wrong answer really.
a house with that thing and it wouldn't even hurt it.
What about if you'd go into would you be interested in checking out the future?
I would love to check it out.
Would you want to know?
I wouldn't want to go too far. I'd probably go maybe 5-6 years, maybe 5 years. That's about as far as I'd go.
I think I might travel beyond my lifespan because I really don't know if I want to know what's going to happen in my life.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I don't want
Like I just kind of want to let it happen and then see what happens later.
to also be a manager and dead in my chair.
In the back room.
Yeah.
In the back room.
What's that smell?
Don't worry, it's just Chuck.
There's flies everywhere.
Ew.
Clean it up.
Somebody do some work around here.
My GM would show up and be like, you just got to take care of the stink. Just get it out of
No,
here.
it'll be all robots working.
Yeah, I know, right? We won't have any. We'll just be standing there giving out stickers like the guy at Walmart used to do.
Welcome to Walmart.
Would you like a sticker?
Well, not even that. There'll be like a machine that does that.
Yeah, probably.
A
Here's your sticker.
A kiosk. Press which sticker you want.
And I'll slap it right on your forehead. Ah! Not where I wanted it, Mom.
That would be. I think that would be so disheartening to go into the future, 100 years into the future, and find out that,
There's no humans.
like humans don't do anything.
Yeah.
Like we need us.
We're just like straight up evil labor for the robots.
Yeah, they took over like an
Dragon.
iRobot.
We're building pyramids for them.
Yeah.
Why are we doing this? We already have them.
I mean, y'all did watch Terminator, right?
Yep.
Like,
It's coming.
it's like you watched it. It we all know what happened. the machines take over, and that's it.
Yeah.
Right?
You guys need to stop building robots.
AI is awesome
Stop.
in ways, but I mean, come on.
Yeah, it's going to be to the point where it's
We watched Terminator.
it's going to be to the point where you're not even going to be able to tell if anybody's actually human or fake. It's going to get to that point. It's scary.
Sort of like in Wife-like.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was actually good, but that depicts exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And they would it was like such a dark idea that they ended up having. It was horrible.
It was terrifying.
It's
I don't know. It's just worrisome, man, because you can't do it. No, people are losing their jobs because of AI. It's just
the job market is dwindling in certain areas, like cartooning, or even the movie industry. Like everything is computerized AI. Remember when they had to actually make their special effects props?
Yeah.
That's
Now they
cool.
don't.
That's creative.
Yep.
That's some creative stuff right there. Out of the minds of people.
Yep. Now you're just like, I'll just push the button.
Yeah,
It's already made.
it's all technical.
Stupid.
Yeah, and it makes it really fast. And I get the time change. Like it takes longer to make something like a movie or a show when you have props you have to make. It takes time to make them. So using a computer, it's much quicker.
Yep.
But at the same time, people are losing interest in actually making things. And those
terrible.
were awesome because you could find a museum that's full of movie props.
Yep.
That were in movies that are broken or they've been used, whatever. But that's cool because somebody made that, and they used it in the movie.
Yep.
And I remember watching it, and you could
You're
be like,
oh,
I remember that.
And
Yeah.
you're like, oh, that was made with
It's
a
nostalgia.
3D printer.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's going to be the museum of the generation now.
Yeah. Some AI made it.
Yeah.
Does it have a name? I don't know.
The AI made that with the 3D printer. That thing's so cool. I seen it in a movie.
Loser. Anyways.
But it is scary.
Yeah, there's no creativity anymore. It's very, very minimal nowadays.
And it makes me think of WALL-E too.
Yeah.
Like the future. All the humans are just like lazy and
yeah.
sitting in chairs.
That's already
and
starting.
Robots
Dude,
are doing
that's
everything.
starting already.
Oh
It's
man.
like, I don't want to work because I have to work, but I want to make money.
And get off your tush.
Yeah.
It's just a pain.
There were 8-year-old kids years and years ago that would be like tilling land
Yeah.
to grow crops.
Yeah.
Like-
Now it's just like I want to play on my phone.
Yeah. It's so different. So different.
Like it's so funny these days where you're like, you see.
I wasn't out there
You
tilling
see-
anything, so I'm one to talk, but I was at least outside.
I mean, I was getting corn before. I was pulling it out, just whatever stuff. That was fun, but after a while, your hands are like,
Yeah.
But it's like these days where you people have kids and they just hand them a tablet and I'm done. I don't need to watch you anymore. The tablet's watching.
I know.
It's
and
so
you,
obnoxious.
you miss the best times
Yeah, you do.
too.
There's not going to be pictures anymore. It's just going to be like, hey, you remember this picture when we were on Snapchat? It's like, no. Do some cool pictures of your family, man. I can't stand
Like
that
taking vacations, people used to do that a lot. They'd take vacations, take the kids
Yeah.
on vacation, take a bunch of pictures, and you'd see the pictures. I still think that taking regular pictures, from a camera,
Yeah.
is interesting because it's nothing beats that still moment,
Nope.
with a camera.
Nope.
And yeah, our phones are pretty cool. We can print them out, but it's still that camera.
Yeah.
Is handy.
It's the nostalgic style of the camera is what it
Yeah,
is.
and
It's
the
way
nostalgic
pictures
style of the
look.
photo.
Yeah.
It's
Even-
not
even
perfect.
if it's a cheap little $24.
Oh yeah, one of those throwaways.
Yeah, why not? I
Do
would.
they still make those? They still
Yeah.
sell them?
Yeah, they sell them in 3-packs now
Wow,
for $40 for 3 of them.
that's cool.
Yeah, I mean, I like that. I mean, I know it's like you can print pictures from your phone, but it doesn't have that feel. That's just me. Maybe I'm stupid, but it just doesn't have that feel. It's not the same.
No, no,
not.
because then you're not. Remember having to go to the photo lab, like Kodak. You had to go and bring the film in,
Yep.
and you had to wait a few days.
Yeah, a few days now.
To
It's
get-
like 20 minutes.
Yeah, I'll have this ready for you in 20
Hey, I
minutes.
finished it for you.
yeah.
Yay!
Cool.
They ought to be ruined and punched with some chips so they could find me and kill me later.
Yeah, photos are they're almost non-existent.
Yeah, like Polaroids back in the day. Those
Yeah.
were great. You had to buy the little flash thing. And you go, it's
Yeah.
so loud, and you're like, oh, and you're
Yeah, the-
blinded for it. No wonder why we can't see.
I know. No wonder why.
So, were you staring at the sun? No, it was the camera bulbs.
Yeah.
I can't see anything. Grow up. No,
I mean, times are different, unfortunately, and parents have to work. Both parents have to work, sometimes more than one job.
Yep.
So it's tough to, spend as much time with your kids, and that stinks.
It does, but I think it's more like jobs are just way too pushy nowadays. They're like, oh, you need to stay here. Oh, you need to work. Oh, you need to do this. Oh, I don't care about your family. They can't. All right, bye.
Yeah, family over job.
That's what I tell that's what I'd say to
It's family
anybody.
first.
It's your family's first. Worry about that.
I'll tell you what.
Nothing else.
Your job, say you pass away.
Yeah.
God forbid nothing ever happens to you. Your job is going to be filled within a
Immediately.
week.
Yeah.
they don't care about that. They don't care about you.
No, they don't.
You know what I mean? Like, your family does.
It's gonna be like
people in your life care about you.
It's gonna be like a 3-second text. Chuck died. All right, well, who wants to take over? Wait, what?
Yeah, well, so sorry for the, we're so sorry.
But we're not closing the store, so get somebody down there to fix it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And that's just it. That's just it. People devote their lives to their jobs sometimes, and a lot of them don't devote any time to them.
Exactly. That's
Some
what I
do.
want. Some
I mean,
do,
the small family-owned companies, or small mom and pop companies, or just the smaller local.
I think those are the best ones, the mom and pop ones. Yeah.
The smaller local companies. Of course, they care about their employees. And they do. They will send them birthday cards. They will throw them parties. They will, that's cool. But these bigger corporations, bigger box places, they don't care.
No, they don't. It's funny because I was at work.
They don't even know you half the time. The CEO doesn't know you.
Nope. I was at work yesterday, and this lady was at the register, and she said, "You look familiar." And I was like, I looked at her. She goes, "I've seen your picture somewhere." I was like, "What?" Yeah. She goes, "I've seen your face somewhere." And I'm like, "I don't think." She goes, "Chuck and Billy's not your cup of tea," like that. And I was like,
"From where?"
I was like, "What?" And she was like, "I know you because the lady from Wander. I don't know if you ever heard of the place."
Yeah.
Yeah. She was like, "Can you look these guys up and see if they're legit?" I was like, "Are you serious?" She's like, "Yeah." She's like, I was like, "Yeah, well, I'm Chuck from Chuck and Billy's Not Your Cup of Tea." She's like, "Where's Billy?" She was looking all around.
I wasn't with you.
He doesn't work here.
Yeah, no.
And then she's like, "Give me your email." I was like, "I only give it out once." Like that. She was like, "Seriously?" I was like, "I'm just kidding." So I gave it to her. I was like, "Yeah, just email us. We'll have you on the show."
Sure.
She's like, "Oh, sweet." I was like, "All right." I was like, "Email me."
Yeah.
Email us. Let us know. And she's like, okay. I haven't got one yet. So if you're listening, I know you are because you said you were going to listen today. You need to email us so we can get you on the show.
What's that email address, Chuck?
It is cnbnycot@gmail.com.
NYCOT.
Yes, NYCOT.
@gmail.com.
Sounds horrible when I say it because it sounds like something. But anyways.
If I see any death threats in there.
Yeah. You know what's going to happen? Nothing, because I'm just going to delete it.
We might laugh about it.
We'll go, "Ha ha, you're funny, I knew it was you."
Just kidding.
Chuck.
Chantel's going to email us now.
She's like, "So like the other day I was seeing you guys, and you guys are just like, doing these things." My name's Chantel. And then like we were doing this thing, and then like I went over and I bought some candy from you, and then my name's Chantel. And then I was writing a message to my friend, and then like I ate my candy. It was really sweet. My name's Chantel. That's exactly what it would be like. I'd probably read it and be like,
you'd have to read it right on the air.
"What?" So Chantel, if you're out there, could you please write us a letter? I will read it on the air for you. And I will read it just like you.
My name is Chantel.
Dara, Chuck, and Billy.
It's me, Chantel.
That's me, Chantel. So the other day, my name's Chantel. I have Cheetos all over my fingers. My name's Chantel. My fingers are really buttery for my biscuits. My name's Chantel.
I don't know why that's so funny to me.
Because it's like a random, why are you saying your name 50 times? Stop it.
It's so funny.
It wouldn't work with like, "My name's Ronald," and like the other day I was seeing you guys, "My name's Ronald." It doesn't work.
He kind of does, but
Does
it's
it?
still
My name's
funny.
Ronald. So like, I was
Well, it's
like
the name
surfing,
Ronald, I
bro. You gotta do it. You gotta do Chad. It'd be so much more funnier. "My name's Chad," and I was like surfing at the beach. My name's Chad, and like I was. I like had this really cool wave, bro, and like and I was trying to like fix my ankle thing, and like my name's Chad, and like I was doing this wave, bro, and like this shark came. My name's Chad, and then I don't know.
See, it could be funny at any.
Imagine Christopher Walken doing it. The other day, I was writing a letter. My name's Christopher. And then... oh, man.
You gotta do his whole name, though.
Yeah. My name is Christopher Walken. And then, the other day, I was eating a box of Cheerios and poured some milk in the bowl, and it went all over my name's Christopher Walken. And... oh, man.
Oh, that's good.
Terrible. Oh, that's funny stuff.
Yeah, it is pretty funny.
That's good. I like it. It's almost ending time, man. It's too quick.
We got about 20 seconds left.
20 seconds left. Our email.
Less.
Your Chuck and Billy's email is cnb@nycot. My name's Chantel at gmail.com.
Did we put Chantel in there?
Well, right. Thank you guys for listening as usual. And we will return next week at the same time, the same day.
And the same bet channel.
And the same channel.
We will see you next week. Have a good one, guys. Thank you for listening. Peace out.
Peace.
Ticking down, it's time to say goodbye. Chuck and Billy brought the laughs, oh my, from those wild stories told and the giggles that we shared. You know that every moment had us all so unprepared. It's not your cup of tea, but boy, we had a blast. Tuning in each Wednesday, time just flew so fast on WTBR and WSBR. We laughed till we cried. With Chuck and Billy here, it's been a joyride. So grab your friends and family, don't you dare forget to join us next week for some more fun and fret, with tales of crazy mischief and more jokes that will delight. We'll keep you entertained each Wednesday night. It's not your cup of tea, but we loved every bit. The wild and wacky moments are the best kind of hit. So remember to tune in, keep your spirits high. With Chuck and Billy hosting, you're gonna touch the sky. But don't you shed a tear. We'll be back next Wednesday, bringing smiles and cheer, with laughter in the air and joy in every song. Thanks for joining us, folks. Now go and carry on.